Hi, this is Sarah. I thought today we would do a summer solstice reading. We're going to draw 4 cards and get an idea of what the next 3 months, the rest of June, July, August, and into about halfway through September, what we're really looking at energy-wise, looking at the changes, the obstacles, and the good things that are coming forward for us. So let's begin. Today I have chosen the Soul Coaching Oracle card deck because I really think this is a good deck for this type of reading. We want some really concrete, specific information, so this is a really good deck. So I've set the intention that we're going to do a card pull that will be meaningful, that will make sense to you, and that will help you along your journey. So if you're watching this, no matter when, whether you're watching it in June, July, August, or September, this is the message that you need currently. Okay, I have Reiki'd the deck, set the intention. Let's see what the first card is. Oh, nice, nice action. And I think that pretty much sums it up too. The next 3 months are going to be about taking action, about going out and having fun, doing things, moving forward, and really stepping into our own power. I know already some folks, some of my clients have been expressing a feeling that they've missed the boat kind of feeling, like things are moving so fast and they knew they should have been doing things to make the summer flow easier or to make their business flow easier, but they just couldn't do it because the energy of the past 3 months was really about being introspective, about looking into our own past, looking into what's motivating us, trying to get a handle on what we really want to manifest. So it wasn't really conducive to getting a lot of these steps in place. So you may be feeling that too. You may be feeling like, oh crap, it's already the summer and I should have booked this or done this or built that business or written that book or whatever. It's okay. Take a breath. Slow down. It's okay. You've got time. Even though it may feel so pressing that you need to do it today, don't worry. You've got time. The month's not over. We've got the entire summer to get these things in place. You definitely should work up a plan though, because with so much going on the next 3 months, it's going to be easy for things to fall through the cracks, whether that is paying your taxes or setting up, something for school with your kids. Take this time now before the end of June and really work on that. Work on getting those little things tied up. The main reason for this, though, is because Mercury retrograde is coming, and we want to have as much done as possible before that. And anything that you need to start, you really need to start before Mercury retrograde. All right, so let's see what our biggest obstacle is going to be for the next couple of months. Oh, nice, it's peace. So when a card like this comes up as an obstacle, we can read it to mean that we're going to maybe have problems making peace with ourselves, peace with some situations going on around us. So if you're struggling in a relationship, whether it's at work or at home, and you guys are arguing and not getting along, you can expect probably more of that this summer. Or we could read it as finding peace in our lives because we're too busy, we're too stressed, we're overcommitted, those kind of things. So it's a really interesting card, isn't it? Peace. What do you think of when you hear that word? Do you think of it as peace versus war, or do you think of it as being peaceful, being quiet, being calm? I think in this instance, it's about all of that. It's about making peace with yourself, calming down, slowing down, finding time to take care of you, to do the self-care that you know that you need to be doing, especially in a busy time like the summer's going to be. You should probably make it a priority, put it on your calendar every week or maybe even daily to take some time to just sit and be. Make sure you're meditating, make sure you're practicing yoga or some form of exercise because you're really going to need it during the next 3 months to release some of this stress and to be able to roll with some of the changes that are coming as well. Okay, so let's look at the next 2 cards. What do we need to be aware of and what do we need to let go of? Oh, nice, nice. These cards are leadership and commitment. So obviously the card for commitment is pretty easy to understand. If you're committed to something and it's not working out, you need to reevaluate. If you're committed to this career, this job path, and it's just not working in your life, it's okay. You can make a course correction and you can change it. Same thing with the relationship, same thing with anything. A lot of times we think we're going to enjoy something. We think this will be the right career, this will be the right thing to study, or the right town to say live in. And we make a commitment. We buy a house, we do whatever, and we find ourselves committed to this idea, and we forget that we can actually change things. It's not as impossible as you may think it is. If you're in school and you really are not enjoying it and you feel like you should change your major, but oh my gosh, what are people going to think? And what about all the time and money? It's okay. It's okay. Often we create these stories in our mind about how things are supposed to be or going to be, and we think if we deviate off this path that obviously it's going to be horrible, or maybe we feel like we're a failure or we're failing someone else if we don't complete these things that we said we were going to do. But this is part of life. It's about growing and changing and understanding that you really don't know if you're going to like that career until you work that field, until you really go to school and study it. These are life lessons, and it happens to all of us. But in reality, if you change your major, if you change jobs, if you end a relationship, if you begin a relationship, it's not the end of the world. It may be a struggle in the beginning, sure, but there are very few decisions we make that we're actually tied to for life. If things aren't working out and you are suffering and you can't see a way to make this better, then really think about changing the situation. Things look really good on paper, but when you do it, when you buy that house or buy that car or take that job or get married for that matter, sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's not what we expected, and it's not nurturing us. And that in itself is a lesson. The other card is leadership, which is really interesting, isn't it? So you may not be aware of it, but you're actually a leader. You're lighting the way for people. Folks are watching you change, they're watching you grow, they're watching you evolve and heal, and you're living an example of what is possible. So they see you going through these changes, and then they have faith and hope it can happen to them. When you look at this card with the other cards, you see that yes, the courage that you are showing now, the work that you're doing on you, making yourself a priority, making self-care a priority, standing up and making the changes that you need to make in your life is a huge, huge deal. And as it's happening to you, you may feel overwhelmed and you may just feel like I just have to keep going. I don't have time to even really think about the impact it's having on the people around me. But guess what it is? It is impacting those around you. They are seeing the changes, they're seeing the work, and they're seeing you evolve as a being. And it is helping them. It is shining light on the situation and also giving them hope that they too can heal and evolve and move forward. No pressure. But yeah, keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, especially when you're tired and when you feel like it's an uphill battle. You are making a difference not only in your life, but in other people's lives as well. And I know sometimes you might find yourself really alone or tired or asking why you're doing this and why is it so difficult. But the universe wants you to know that what you're doing is making a difference, and it's making a difference in the lives of many people. The greatest leaders are those who know how to serve and act as stepping stones for others to reach their goals. So I hope you found this summer solstice reading helpful, but it's really important to remember one fact. Everything is flexible and everything can change. If we stay on the path we're on right now, this is what's likely to happen. But that doesn't mean it's written in stone. You have free will and you can make your own way and create your own beautiful life. And if you haven't already, please be sure and subscribe and hit that bell so you'll be notified for the next video. Reiki blessings!